Hello! In this tutorial we're going to demonstrate how Dreamweaver can be utilized to build dynamic linking between data-driven pages using PHP. Okay, so we're going to start off here by first of all creating our PHP file. And what we're going to do is we're going to create two pages. One's going to be called DS1, the other one's going to be called DS2. On my DS1 page, I'm going to make sure I display a list of values, and then those list of values will be linked to some further details. So the first thing I'm going to need is a record set. And my record set is we're going to just have, we're going to be working with a database here called classic models, and I'm going to create the customer record set, and I'm going to just pull it from a table which contains a list of fields, and I'm going to also just click OK. So that's going to create my page, and you can see the code get generated here on the left side, and my GUI screen or my other screen is over here. So say for example I'm going to have a list of names, and I'm going to display them by their last name. So I add that, I insert the field from the record set, and I know that there's going to be multiple ones, so I'm going to do a repeating region. So I highlight the field and then select repeating region. It's going to then prompt me with how many records to display. So I'm going to say all 10, and I click OK. Now the next piece that becomes real important for us to do is to create a hyperlink. But before we do that, let's go ahead and save this page. And like I said before, we're going to call this DS1 and click Save. Now we're going to also have to go ahead and at this point create the page we're going to link to. And I'm going to create File New, and it's going to be a new PHP, and I'm going to create that. Let's go ahead and just for now save it also, but this is going to be DS2, just for example's sake. Once we're in here though, we're also going to need a record set. So we're going to have one page pointing to the other page. So let's create another record set. And since we're going to be displaying customer records again, let's call this customer RS2. And it's going to also be displaying fields from the customer table. Now this time though, when the user clicks the link and they get sent to this DS2 page, we want to make sure that we filter the record set. So we're going to begin to filter it, and we're going to utilize the customer number, which in database terms that would be the primary key that will uniquely identify the record in that table. So we'll say customer number, and it's going to be equal to, and it's going to look for a customer parameter, and there is the customer parameter. It's going to pass a variable of customer number, and we'll click OK. So the record set gets added to the page, and then what do we want to display when the user visits this page? Let's have them, since they're clicking the last name on the first page, we'll also display the last name. We could insert that, and we'll come down here and we'll display their phone number, and we'll also display their city and their state. So it's going to display those 4 items there. So let's go ahead and save that, and now we have DS1 and DS2. For this really to work, though, we have to link to the 2 pages. So highlight the field on your page there, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a hyperlink. So you go down to the Properties Inspector, click on the folder, and then select the page you're going to link to, and then you're going to come down here and you're going to change up the URL. So there's the file, which would be part of the URL in the hyperlink. Select Parameters, and we're going to pass the value of customer number, and the value that we're going to pull is dynamically going to be the customer number from the record set on that particular page. I click OK, and then I click OK again, and now we'll start to see the PHP get inserted right here. I click File, Save. Both files appear to be ready to go, and I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to upload these particular files to my web page and preview them, and they should work fine. So let's go here, we'll pull up our files page. I'm going to move my files over into the folder here for demonstration purposes, and now I'm going to preview them in my browser, and once I do that I'll be able to see the page working. So that's a real quick and easy way to create a link. The most important thing in that demonstration is setting the hyperlink here and then going to the file properties and then making sure that they're intact. Okay, that's all we have for creating this dynamic link from a data-driven page.